Hey everybody, it's Mike from RightBud.com and Sapon Food Project here with the Magical Butter Machine. I am so psyched to try this thing out. I really appreciate the folks at RightBud.com for hooking me up with this cool machine. So let's get started, but before we can actually make anything, we've got to take this thing out of the box and see what's going on in here. So along the way I'll also take a peek at the Decarbox from Magical also, but we'll do a longer video on that and get into the decarbing and all that in a little bit more detail. So first off, let's open up the Magical Butter Machine and see what's in the box. The box itself, really nice packaging, really well made. You can tell the care and the quality of manufacturing that goes into making these just immediately from the packaging. Very well done, great design, lots of great info around on the different sides of the box. But first off, let's just take this out and see what is inside. So, cool packaging, I love that. Alright, so inside you can see they packed it up really nicely. It's not going anywhere in shipping. I'll take this out. Inside, we have, let me move this over. Inside, not only do you get the Magical Butter Machine itself, but we also have some other goodies. This is what they call the Love Glove, and it's a silicone glove that we use for it is part of the process later to handle hot things and to squeeze out the filtered material. You get a power cord, no great surprise there. And we have this really nice, again, with the quality of manufacturing on this, the quality of this thing is great. It's a nice and sturdy bag. This thing looks like it'll last forever. 190 microns for straining out your butters or oils or other extractions. We'll get into that in a few minutes, like I said. And then they also give you a couple of things here. Here's a owner's manual, exactly what you'd expect with all the instructions in multiple languages too, so that's nice. And then you get a cookbook. Now they've got a lot of great recipes on their website, Magical does, but the cookbook that comes with it is a great place to get started with, we got Italian dressing, and there's salsas in here I think. There's ketchup, infused ketchup, that's pretty interesting. There's salsa, yeah. Coconut oil, all kinds of goodies. So we'll set that off to the side for later. Now let's take this out of the box. In here, man, I don't know if you can tell, but this thing has like serious mass. It's heft. It's really well made. Take it out of the plastic. Nice. About the size of a large electric kettle or a big coffee maker, so it fit nicely on your kitchen counter without looking odd. Again, you could tell it's just by the weight of it inside. Nothing crazy in there. And here's the lid. So what these things essentially do, if you're unfamiliar with the Magical Butter Machine and what it does, it extracts all the nutrients and compounds from botanicals. And when I say botanicals, I'm talking about plant matter or herbs, the things you want to extract flavor or other properties out of. And you will extract those directly into like a butter, an oil, an alcohol, either for drinking or for tinctures, and a bunch of other creative uses. People have come up with all kinds of cool ideas about how to use these. The way this thing actually works is it's essentially an immersion circulator. So you've got the immersion circulator part here with a heating element, thermostat, a timer, and all computer controlled here in the lid. So this is it. This is all you need. Very cool. The controls on top, we've got several buttons on top. You've got the 1 hour button for oils, 2 hours for butter, 4 hours for, tinctures, 8 hours for, I guess, whatever, it's unlabeled, and then a cleaning mode. And you've also got the different temperature settings that you can set right here. And it's all really laid out very clearly in the manual, and there's a bunch of videos online that make it really straightforward to use, but there's really only two steps. You just select the temperature, and then select the time, and let it go and do its thing. Now that we have an idea what the Magical Butter machine is and what it does, let's walk through a basic recipe for making actual magical butter. First, go into the machine with 1 ounce of decarbed plant material, your botanical. Don't have to grind it up. The Magical Butter machine's blades will take care of that for you. Next step, you'll go in with 2 cups of clarified butter, or ghee. Same thing, clarified butter and ghee. You can buy ghee or clarified butter online or in stores, but it's a little expensive, so it's really easy and a lot cheaper to make yourself. There's instructions online how to do it. It's very simple. You're basically just melting the butter so you can remove the milk solids and water, so you'll be left with that just beautiful golden butter fat that works so well for our magical butter. So 1 ounce of decarb plant material, 2 cups of clarified butter, and then we're going to go in with 1 tablespoon of lecithin per cup of butter, which for this recipe means 2 tablespoons. Now lecithin is going to be an emulsifier that'll help bind the essence of your botanical to the fats in the butter or oil. It's actually a really important step for making magical butter. So put that in, put the lid on, turn it on, set the temperature to 160, press the 2-hour butter button, conveniently labeled butter, and then go relax while the machine takes care of everything. You'll hear it whirring a little bit and making a little bit of noise, not much. There won't be any real discernible smells. You don't have to worry about any of that. It just sits and does the whole operation itself. Once it beeps, you'll be ready to roll. Turn it off, take the lid off, and you'll be immediately hit with that beautiful nutty smell. And this is where, now this is going to be really hot. And you see me handling this like this, you wouldn't want to do that. That's what this silicone glove is for. You be able to handle the hot elements when you're finished, but more importantly, you're going to take your 190 micron filter bag here, and pour your finished magical butter with all the sludge, all the broken down plant material that's going to be in there, into the filter. It's going to filter through into a container. Now the reason you need the glove is because, in spite of the fact that this 190 micron filter it's a perfect size for the butter and oils to go through, but it captures all the plant material. But it's so fine that everything's not just going to run out with gravity. So you're going to want to take that, and this is going to be really, really hot. So you're going to want to take the silicone love glove and use it to just squeeze and squeeze all that plant material, so all the butter or oil that you're infusing will come out, and you won't waste any of it. You'll get all that precious liquid gold. And then the plant material that's left inside, I've heard people use it as an exfoliant or in pet treats, things. So, and then you'll have your magical butter. You can pour into molds similar to these, like a silicone mold. You can find these online really easy. And voila, you have magical butter. Now that's great, but this will do so much more than making magical butter. You can actually infuse oils and vinegars. For example, I'm going to make I've got some Thai krapao basil growing up in my garden, and I'm going to make an infused Thai krapao basil oil coming up with this. But you could use any herb or aromatic to make an infused oil or vinegar with the magical butter machine, as well as infused liquors. I've got some lemongrass growing in the garden, so I'm going to take that and make a really good infused gin. But you could also make a fruit infused vodkas, herbs, other aromatics. Get really creative. It's really simple. This thing will do lotions, tinctures, topicals, herbal medicine extractions. You can even use it to make sauces, soups, dressings, plant-based milks, even smoothies apparently. It's a trip. Visit rightbud.com to watch for more videos, and special thanks to everybody there at rightbud.com for hooking me up with this cool machine. I'm going to go make some magic.